Yeah, I'm real bold. No filter. I don't know if I want to answer some of these questions. Hey Simplies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you can become a Simply. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A for you guys. It's weird because I've had this channel for a few years and I've never done a Q&A. I don't know why. I just was so focused on hair, it never really crossed my mind, but I felt like it's only right that I let you guys get to know me on a different type of level. So I did a poll on Instagram yesterday as well as in my community post, and I asked you guys to send me in some questions. I have not read any of them. I'm actually scared to read some of them because I know on YouTube and social media, some of you guys have no filter. You say what you want to say and you just don't care. But I got tough skin and I'm willing to answer whatever question that you guys have to ask me and be as transparent as I can. If I don't get a chance to answer every single question, we'll do a part 2 for you guys. So before we get into this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell so you never miss when I upload. Follow me on Instagram and make sure to follow my couples channel at Eddie and Michelle. All of that information will be down in the description below. Now, let's get to it. What's something you would tell your younger self? You're worthy. You deserve everything good. That simple. How do you deal with insecurities and stay so confident? We all have insecurities, we all have flaws, okay? We all have things that we wish were different, but I feel like God doesn't make mistakes and we're all unique in our own way. So I try to embrace everything about me, even the things that I don't like, and I try to speak that into myself. You can hear from thousands of people how beautiful you are or how pretty you are, but if you don't truly feel it in here, there's no point. So I really try to boost myself by doing a lot of self-love, self-care, you know, taking time for myself and making myself feel good, because if I don't do that, then what do I really have? How do you handle being overwhelmed? If you don't know, I have 3 children and I'm a wife, and 90% of my time I am overwhelmed. If you're not familiar, I do have anxiety and panic attacks, so that really attributes a lot to it. So having 3 kids that always need things from me and want my attention can be overwhelming, but once I can feel myself getting to the point of I can't take it anymore, I remove myself. Sometimes you just have to move away. It's not like you're being neglectful to your children. It's, you know what, let me regroup again, let me woosah, let me take a deep breath, and then I can come back to it. And sometimes you have to work, if you have more than one child, you work with one child at a time. Whoever's needs are more important or more necessary at the time, that's the needs that I address and go at a pace that works best for me. What are things you do that are motivating to you on a daily basis? YouTube. YouTube is my motivation. My kids are my motivation. I do YouTube not only to entertain and uplift and inspire, but it actually is a job for me. So if I don't do videos, I just don't get a check. I would like to know about your tattoos. Does each have a meaning? How many do you have? I have a lot of tattoos. I probably have about, it's hard to tell. I haven't even really counted, but yes, every single one of my tattoos are meaningful. I feel like when you put ink or anything on your body, which is, I know a lot of people say it's a sin, but for me, it's a work of art. It's a way for me to express myself. But every single tattoo that I have means something to me. The other question was, what is your favorite tattoo? That's kind of hard to answer. Every single one of them are my favorite. There's not one that I like more than the other. It's hard to choose. I love all of them. Do you want any more tattoos? I kind of feel like I have fulfilled that need and that urge. I fulfilled that urge already. I've been getting tattoos for maybe about a little close to 15 years now, so I feel like it's ran its course and I've kind of outgrown that phase. But I do have a sleeve and I do have a couple of spots that are open, so I would like to get those covered in with some shading, but there's no specific time for that. Favorite curly hair gel to use? Any tips for a wash and go? Y'all know. If you don't know, you about to know. My favorite gel, which is the most inexpensive gel, is the Eco Styling Olive Oil Gel. For me, it works amazing. I have tried numerous amounts of gel, but I would have to say that's my top one. My second is my homemade flaxseed gel, which really, really defines my hair. The only thing that I don't like about the Eco Styling Gel is that if you mix it with certain leave-ins, it does cause like a white flaking residue in your hair. So you kind of have to play with your products to see which works. But every time you guys compliment my hair, it's because of olive oil Eco Styling Gel is the GOAT, okay? And it's under $4, so go get you some, sis. Hair tips for a wash and go. You want to make sure that you put a leave-in first, an oil and a cream, so that you get the best maximum hydration that your hair needs, and just basically just let it air dry overnight. And try not to use too many tools when you apply your products. Whenever I do a wash and go, I basically just use my hands. I find that when I use tools, I get a lot more shrinkage. Hey Michelle, are you satisfied with the shading you got done to your eyebrows? I'm thinking about getting mine. Yes, I'm super pleased and very satisfied with the work. I actually have to go back in about 2 weeks to get the to get a touch up, just to fill in the places that may still, you know, need a little bit more shading. It was an amazing experience. It was a bit painful, but listen, sis just wasn't with the eyebrow, eyeliner, pencil, trying to do all of this with the foundation and the Q-tips. I ain't got time for that. My life is hectic as it is, and that's just too time consuming. So yes, I'm very pleased, and I suggest you go and get it so that you never have to worry about doing your brows again. Was there ever a time that you felt insecure and vulnerable? Yes, as far as the insecure part, after having my children, especially Justice, my son, my last child, I felt very insecure because for some reason or another, the baby weight stayed longer. And I heard from a lot of people that when you have boys, the weight tends to stay on. But your girl's about 100 pounds, 4'11", always been petite, a little tiny little thing. So I was insecure because I couldn't get rid of, I want to say it was a little roll, a little extra chicharrone around, a little more than I intended to have. And I was used to having my stomach go down. So a lot of times when I would take photos and flicks, that was the first thing that I noticed. And it definitely made me feel some type of way. But I guess being busy and not eating as much and running after the kids, my weight slowly started to go down. And now I do feel a bit insecure because I lost a lot of weight and I didn't want to lose. I'm down to my regular weight, and I kind of wanted to keep the thighs but not the stomach, if that makes sense. So if I could take some of the fat out my stomach and put it into my thighs and my butt, listen, I'll be all good. Has there been a time that I felt vulnerable? Yes. After, you know, of course, in my past, I had breakups with boyfriends, and you know, you're very vulnerable. You want that pain of feeling lonely and unwanted to go away. So you know, you search and look for somebody else to fulfill that spot. But not always is that the best choice because you're still trying to heal. So I don't think it makes sense to jump from one relationship to another one, especially when you're vulnerable, because you're setting yourself up for more failure and more pain, especially if you don't know what the person's intentions are with you. Do you have any hobbies? Yes, I do. Dancing is a hobby for me. Dancing has always been my dream. I saw myself on the TV. Ever since I was a little girl, I can remember dancing at cookouts at my uncle's house. He had a beautiful house, and they would play the music, and I could remember everybody saying, "Go ahead, Michelle," and I was about yay high, and I was never afraid to dance, and I would just move, and dancing makes me feel my happiest. I feel like I can express myself and I don't feel like worries. I just feel free when I dance. I also enjoy taking pictures. I don't know why I never got into it, but photography is something that I like. I enjoy taking pictures of my kids. I have, my camera roll is too full, okay? I done went through so many SD cards on my camera because I feel like pictures are everlasting, and you can always go back and look at a picture and remember that moment that you shared with somebody or with yourself. And it just shows a lot. Do you want another baby? Listen, I'm tired of y'all with these questions now. No, don't want another baby. I have 3 kids, and I feel like God has blessed me abundantly. If I would only have 1 child, I would have been blessed. I am blessed so much, and I am so overjoyed with the 3 kids that I have. I feel like that would be a selfish move to bring another child into this world, being that I'm not financially stable where I want to be. And mentally, as you get older, your patience starts to wear a little bit thin. Now I understand what my mom was talking about. So I'm glad that I had the children at the age that I did, and I can grow up with them. To answer your question, I don't want any more kids, and we actually have a new addition to the family. If you guys are new here, I have a toy poodle. His name is Ace, and he's my emotional support animal, and he's also my baby, so I'm good. My heart is nice and full. Advice for getting your son to eat different textures or solid foods by himself. Our sons look the same, and my son can only eat a selective amount of solid foods without him choking, and he has all but 3 of his teeth. So my suggestion to you is, if you want to introduce him into solid foods, just kind of make sure that it's blended up a little bit, or like pureed. You know what I mean? You don't have to make it mush, but give him soft foods. Start him with, you know, mashed potatoes, string beans, and when you steam broccoli, you know, make sure it's soft. You can steam carrots. Introduce him into things that will fill his stomach, but is not too coarse, being that he doesn't have a full mouth of teeth yet. Somebody said, can you prank your mom and tell her you don't like her food when she cooks? That's nothing. I got you. Just tell me when and where. I got you. Another part to this question. My question is, if you could make it rain anything, what would you make it rain? How would that affect other people? That's a really good question. If I could make it rain, I would have to say I would make it rain happiness. My first thought that came to mind was money, but I realized that money isn't everything. So I had to think about the most important thing. And for me, where I am in my life right now, all I want is peace and happiness. So I feel like if everybody experienced happiness, the world wouldn't be as wicked as it is now. People wouldn't be stealing, people wouldn't be killing, people wouldn't be depressed, people wouldn't be going through, you know, mental health issues, divorce, infidelities, you know, everything under the sun that is negative that we're facing and that we see people go through. It wouldn't be like that because everybody would be at peace. Everybody would be happy. How many piercings do you have? Well, I want to say I had a lot back then. Back then, I had a lot. I had a lot back then. But now that I'm older and more mature, I just have my ears pierced, and that's about it. But if you want to know where I had them piercings, that's just too much. My business. I had my labret pierced. I had my eyebrow pierced. I had my cartilage pierced. I had this pierced. Never had my belly button pierced. Never had my ninnies pierced. Wasn't messing with it. Ain't got nothing to pierce anyway. And the rest is, y'all don't need to know all that. What types of foods are the girls eating at home while remote learning? Honestly, I cook home cooked meals every single day. I don't really like to give my kids like TV dinners. Honestly, I try to cook a big, healthy, like hefty meal every day for them because they're growing. And my kids like to eat, okay? They'll eat you at a house and a home. I don't know why, but these girls can eat, okay? Especially my middle daughter, she always hungry. 5 minutes after she eats, she in the kitchen talking about she want a snack when she just ate a whole meal. So I tend to cook chicken a lot. I kind of feel like that's what I always eat. I make it in different ways. They're really simple. They like tacos. They love cheeseburgers. The days that I feel a little bit lazy, I'll throw in DiGiorno pizza or give them chicken nuggets with french fries. But I always try to give them a side of, you know, corn, broccoli, or string beans or whatever the case. But mom be throwing down, you know what I'm saying? We got to eat over here. You got to feed them babies. But there are really simple meals that you can make, like spaghetti. That's a 1, 2, 3 thing if you don't feel like cooking. Super duper easy. Like I said, tacos. You can make steak tacos, chicken tacos, just the regular tacos. Those are things that kids enjoy, and you know, it'll fill them up. But yeah, I cook over this way. Shout out to my mom for blessing me with her talents. What are you doing right now to reach your goals? I'm grinding. I'm doing YouTube. I feel like God has a calling for me in this area. Like I said, I always wanted to dance, and I always wanted to be on the TV. Once I realized I couldn't dance anymore because of the way my life was, I felt like there's another way for me to entertain people. I love to give, and I love to uplift people. It just makes me feel good when I do that. So I try to do as many videos as I can to entertain people, and I'm trying to just better myself. I try to do things that uplift myself, make me feel good, so that I can always be a better person. I'm always willing to learn new things through experience, and I learn things through speaking to other people that have been through experience. So overall, I just want to work hard so I can live good, and I want to have a good mindset. What's your favorite place to shop for clothes? I'm so tiny and so petite that I struggle because a lot of things that I do want to wear, a lot of places I do want to shop, it's either the length is too long or certain tops that I want to wear sis ain't got nothing to fill the tops in. So it just looks like a whole bunch of nothing. But I love to shop at Fashion Nova because Fashion Nova has stuff for petite women. I also love to shop at Forever 21. I like Honey Bum. It's an online store. Honey Bum is really nice. And that's pretty much it, you know. When I start banking, you know, your girl gonna be going in Christian Dior, Fendi, and Gucci. Somebody asked me, what's your favorite app on your phone? I would have to say, my favorite app on my phone is Instagram. That damn bird, shh, I'm recording. My favorite app on my phone is Instagram. I love Instagram. Out of all of the apps, social media apps, I like Instagram because you can just see so many variety of different things. Fashion, jewelry, music, everything is on Instagram. Advice to starting a YouTube channel, I want to say just do the damn thing. Don't worry about equipment. Don't worry about comparing yourself to other people. The first thing I say to you is find out what your niche is. What is it that you want to do your video? What is your channel going to be based on? Is it going to be pranks? Is it going to be vlogs? Is it going to be cooking, music, hair, makeup, whatever it is? Figure out what you want your channel to be about. And next, I say just get the camera. If you don't have a professional camera, get you a phone, get you some good lighting, and just go. Do the damn thing. Cause last but not least, have you ever been in a fight? I'm old now, okay? I have my share with girls with arguing and he said, she said, and I'm about to smack you and I'm about to and this, that, and the third. But I only had one fight in my life. And if I could go back in time, I would have never did that. Because for one, it was very immature of me. It was very petty. And it was over some no good, raggedy, boy, okay? So I regret doing that. But you know what? I feel like we all have that time where when the girl don't mix, or you know, girls bicker, girls talk. That's just what it is. That's why I don't really rock with anybody, because I ain't got time for the fake love. And it's hard to find real love and loyalty and people that you can actually call your friends, because the same girl that you saying is your friend is the same girl that be sliding with him. And ain't nobody got time for that. So yeah, I only have one fight. I like to keep the peace. If I don't really like you, or I feel like we don't mix well, then I keep my distance. It's that simple. There's no need to put hands and get violent, because this world is already crazy. So this Q&A has come to an end. I feel like I gave y'all enough. If you guys want me to do a part 2 to this, I will be glad to do it. If you enjoyed this Q&A, make sure you give this video a thumbs up for me. Give it a thumbs up. Come on, show me some love. I promise to be more active on my channel. You can comment down below what other content you want to give. I know I did state before I want to kind of switch it up. Hair is something that I enjoy doing, but I feel like there's more to me than hair. And I want you guys to enjoy my channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Don't you like my vibe? Your post notifications on so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching.